Now it's live.
Oh,
hi. Welcome back to LearnPianoLive.com. My name is Jamin, and I have not abducted this girl, even though our setup looks like I have. This is Kendra Dantes.
Hi. Yes. Hi. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
No. Yes. Very excited, apparently. So here's what we're doing. I get questions about how to set up a YouTube channel. I'm a piano teacher. I'm not a marketing specialist or anything. And this is Kendra, and she's got her own channel, and you're probably watching on her channel right now. And so she's got a lot of subscribers, and she gets questions about stuff that she sends to me about equipment that we use, stuff like that for her videos. And I get questions from students in the live lessons all the time about the equipment that I use and how to set up a YouTube channel, all that stuff. So finally, I decided, you know what, enough of this. Let's just make a video. If you got questions about it, I'll send you to the video. So this is the first part of perhaps a multi-installment, how to create and maintain a YouTube channel. She's here because she's got lots of experience and interacts with a lot of fans. And I'm here because I'm an angry old man and have some perspective about...
You know more stuff about this than I do.
I have more experience and more pessimistic about the humanity that exists out there on the internet. I'm talking to you. So,
and you know what? He is the one who taught me pretty much everything there is to know about YouTube. So,
yes. But I'm older and less pretty, so people don't care to see my face as much. So,
well, I don't know about that.
Let's jump in again. Remember, piano teacher, and how old are you again?
14.
14, sorry, and 14-year-old YouTube sensation. We don't really know what we're talking about here, but you're asking us questions, so we're going to try our best to answer them. So we're going to start this thing. I think we've got like 5 or 6 different parts to this whole thing. We're going to start out with whether or not to decide to start a channel. So my main advice here is that just don't start a channel if you're excited about what you think you can turn the channel into. You should start a channel if you're just happy with what it is on day one. Like just having a channel, if that's good enough for you, that's always going to be good enough for you. And if you're starting it because you think that, I could probably become really great and become famous and stuff, that's a terrible idea. So now we're going to talk I'm going to talk for a long, long time, and then she's going to give you her experience too. So at the very beginning, deciding to start, what are your first thoughts?
I feel like if what you're trying to do on your channel isn't your passion, then it's probably not the best idea to start, because I love to sing and play piano. And so the reason I started my channel is to be able to have other people be able to listen to what I love to do and put myself out there, I guess. And if you don't love what you do on your channel, then it's not a good idea to start, because
go ahead.
It's not fun for you. If it's not fun, then it's probably not the best idea.
Okay.
And for me, I didn't start to become famous. I started to just do it. Am I going on too long?
No, not at all. You're probably not going on long enough. Going on too long is what I'm about to do, which is actually what this bell is here for. When you get bored of what I'm saying, or you start thinking about squirrels, that's the shut up bell. Okay. So, all right, so you say you didn't start to become famous.
Right.
But how often, how many times a day do you check your subscriber numbers?
Probably I check every once a week or so.
Be honest.
Fine. I don't know, every couple days. I don't.
Days?
I don't check every single day. I promise. I would tell you guys if I did.
Okay.
But
how many subscribers,
I used to.
How many subscribers do you have at this moment?
1,349.
1,349. Thank you. Yes, that's not checking every couple days.
No, I just now checked.
Okay.
I just now checked.
Do you know how many views you have total?
No.
Okay.
100,000.
But you know, you're in the multi-hundreds of subscribers, and you know to the exact number at this moment how many subscribers you have.
Right.
Okay, so I'm saying that's part of the fun of it for you, is to see how famous you can get.
That's true. That too. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
And for a while, I was kind of sad because I realized that I was at about 1,200, and my subscribers kept going up and down, and I would have like 1,199, and then the next day I'd have
Yes.
1,200, and then I'd have 1,198, and it just
Right.
wasn't going up for a few weeks.
And this is exactly why we're doing this video, is because this is the part where I go on for forever about how that's a terrible reason to start a
Yes!
channel, and
Yes.
you shouldn't do that.
Right.
Okay, so my first advice when someone says, hey, what mic are you using? I want to set my own YouTube channel. My advice is the mic I'm using is don't buy a mic. Do something else in life. Whatever else you do other than starting a YouTube channel will bring you more joy than having a YouTube channel. But anyway, with this is going to be a longer video than that. So deciding to start. So my first point, and this is all stuff we've talked about before, so if you feel at home, especially if you're on Kendra's channel, if you're on my channel, you know how mean I am all the time. If you're on Kendra's channel, you're like, wow, that's her teacher, what a mean dude. And you're probably right. But this is all stuff we've talked about before, so I don't think I'm surprising you with any of this stuff, except for forcing you to tell them how often you actually check your subscriber numbers. So the first thing is especially true for like my younger in-person students like Kendra, that you're only good for your age for like a second.
Yes.
So you're 14, you're super great for your age. And you're a good singer, you're good at piano, and you're just multi-talented. You can pick up things very quickly
I
for
like
your
never
age.
get compliments from him. This is a great day. Okay,
Wait,
continue.
you really don't?
Well, I mean,
we need to
at the
have a
end,
moment.
you tell me, you know, good job. That means a lot to me. So
Okay.
thanks.
Okay,
See?
now I feel bad.
No,
But-
don't feel
okay,
bad. That means a lot to me.
So here's the point. You're only good for your age for a second, because then you're not your age anymore, and then you're just however good you are. And really good for your age for 14, with all due respect, is kind of poopy if you're my age. When you get to be an old woman, I guess you wouldn't become an old man. Maybe, I don't know, whatever.
Yeah.
So then if you're just that good, then you're not good for your age anymore and nobody cares. So like in a couple years, no one's gonna care
Right.
about Kendra Dantes. This channel might not exist anymore if you decide to do something valuable with your life, like become a doctor or a lawyer or something that doesn't have to do with music.
Right, which I would rather do something with music.
So wonderful, wonderful. I'm in favor of that. But I'm just saying it's not going to be very long before the talent that you're currently at won't matter
Right.
anymore, and you're just judged as a 19-year-old against all of the 35 and 50-year-olds who all had decades more practice
Right.
than you are. So now you just suck. You're just a mediocre musician.
Right. But now I have a question.
Okay.
See, if someone like me, because like you said, I'm 14.
Okay.
If at 16, I'm
Yes.
2 years better. I
Yes.
have more practice, more experience. Is that the kind of thing that then will be
Sure.
better?
But you understand, there are thousands of young 14-year-old girls out there
Oh,
who
yeah.
are practicing way harder than you because they're not going to school, they're homeschooled, they already have their first gig on the Disney Channel, and they're spending
Yeah.
like 16 hours a day perfecting their craft. There's no way that you can compete with the numbers of hours of practice they put in.
Right.
That doesn't mean you won't be successful. I'm just saying you're not going to be able to keep up
Oh,
the
yeah.
pace because they're only 24 hours a day, and they're spending more of their 24 hours a day working on this thing than you are. So that doesn't mean that you won't, you won't build a viable fan base. We'll talk about that in one of the later segments. But
my goal is not to be famous, though.
this is the whole point.
Uh-huh.
Yes, and if that's your goal, then good. Start a YouTube channel, have fun. As long as if you're happy with what it is on day one, then you're happy. Otherwise, yeah. Time to move on. You don't get a chance to be famous. That's I guess the other one that we just kind of covered is you're not going to have a chance to be
Oh,
famous.
right. Yeah.
Like the chances are like go play the lottery
do.
or something else.
Being famous would be nice, but that's not my goal. I hope that
No,
sounds...
expand on that. Being famous would be nice.
It would be very nice.
Go for it. Prove
Someday,
it to me.
if I got to be famous and have a career of doing what I love,
Oh.
that's my...
But those aren't the same thing.
Oh, that's
You
true.
can have a career doing what you love and not be famous, and I would argue your life is better off than if you are famous.
That's true.
If we're talking like, what kind of famous are we talking about? Like Selena Gomez famous.
That would be amazing. But that's not the famous I was thinking.
Okay.
I don't know.
That's why you have an old man
don't
here
know.
to talk
Right.
like a dad. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is because that would be horrible to be that famous, but we'll talk about that more later. No?
It'd be horrible?
Yeah.
Oh.
To be if she actually enjoys what she's doing, then cool.
Oh, yeah.
But you know what she does in a day? It's not create great music and smile. It's Oh.
Work hard.
Work hard and fly all
Yeah.
over the place and never hang out with her friends unless she flies them around. And then I'm going to get into all of that later.
Okay.
Okay, so next point.
I feel so sad now.
See, that's why you're here, is to
I
be the
know.
happy, positive, unbreakable. Yes.
A song by Sia
okay.
just got stuck in my head now.
Joey Alexander. Here's the next point. What? Sia.
Sia?
What song?
It's called Unstoppable. When you said Unbreakable, it reminded me of that song.
I was thinking about the Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt, the Netflix series about the bubbly girl that no one can ever get her down.
Oh, I've never.
Okay. Yeah, well, all of my subscribers got the reference. And then all of your subscribers like,
I
weird
don't
old
know.
man over there. So then the next one. So I've got this rule that I don't think is an actual rule. But in my experience, no matter how good you are, and I've got some students that are incredibly awesome, Kendra Dantes included. Doesn't matter how old you are or how good you are at whatever skill you want to talk about, there's always someone who is half your age and twice as good as you. Everybody is included. There's this kid named Joey Alexander.
I think I've heard of
Well,
him.
you read my thing.
I did,
Okay.
and he was in there.
Did you
You're
go
right.
to the link?
Well, I was reading off the paper.
Right. So you didn't go find out who Joey Alexander is. You
Well,
didn't look him up.
I don't think so.
This is my point, because you don't care.
I
'Cause-
do care.
No, but you didn't care because you didn't go look him up. You didn't care enough
true.
to look him up.
That's true.
If I would have put a Selena Gomez link in there, you'd be like,
I would be
well, let me
like,
search that
woohoo!
up. Right. But this Joey Alexander kid, you don't really care about. Because he's incredible. He's like,
Yeah, I believe you.
Yes. He's like 15. He's a jazz pianist, and he's like, I might not ever get as good as he currently is. And that's like the one thing that I really want to be, is a great jazz pianist. And right now, he's surpassed what I'm ever going to get to. And that's true for every skill, whether you juggle or whatever you do, there's someone who's way younger than you who's better than you. Your thoughts?
Yeah, I totally agree with that. I don't remember the name of this girl, but there was this singer. I think she sang in Russian. It was really gorgeous, and I was like, I feel like I'm probably not ever going to be as good as she is. Like, I mean, that doesn't mean that if I work hard and I put the time in, then maybe I'll get close. But she was. Did I already say how old I thought she was?
No.
No, I thought she was like 8 or 7 or 8.
Wow, yeah.
Maybe, and she
Yeah,
crazy
amazing.
good.
Yeah.
I was blown away.
Yeah.
It was amazing. So, but yeah, I guess that's about it.
Okay, yeah, so you've also seen young people who are very talented.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. But then I want to point out once again, like, if you watch a Joey Alexander video, you should go check him out.
Yeah.
You should go check him out. No one's going to, because no one cares. It's jazz piano. But
I care.
Not enough to look
I
him
didn't
up.
apparently.
Stop with the lies.
I'm not lying.
Okay, so.
It was like 10 o'clock at night, and I was reading the packet.
And would you have looked it up if it was a Katy
Well-
Perry link?
Well, I had to go to bed. So, but
Okay.
maybe. But,
So you look Joey Alexander up. You close your eyes. Don't watch the video. You just listen to it and go, is this good jazz piano? The answer is yes. This is fantastic stuff. But pretty much anybody else, that 8-year-old girl perhaps included, don't look at the video. You just listen to the audio. You're like, is this a talented professional singer? The answer is probably no. The reason that she's so good is because she's good for her age, which goes back to that earlier point of that's not going to last. If she continues to be that good and ages her like it does everybody else, no one's going to care about her, and no one's going to look her up. Just like poor Joey Alexander. All right, so the iron law of YouTube is whatever you do, whatever your skill is, there's someone who's half your age who's twice as good as you. And so if your goal is to become famous and become the best, those aren't the same thing, becoming famous and becoming the best. Okay. Also, because your idea for your YouTube channel is probably either a bad idea or it's already taken. So, like, the number of 14-year-old talented girl singer pianists.
it's a huge number of
Yes, it's
people who do that.
ridiculous.
I know. There's
hundreds of thousands.
There's a girl, her name's Sapphire, and I've always really looked up to her. I think she's also 14. Whenever she puts out a new video, I always watch it right away, and I'm so impressed with her music. She's way better than I am. And she's got 300,000 subscribers or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, how
But
many
she's
do you
amazing.
How many do you have again?
1,300?
1,349.
49.
Yay, thank you.
Hopefully one more after this video, maybe? Everybody?
Yes. And so but tell me, okay, this isn't on our list. Tell me how it feels when you go from 1,349 to 1,348.
Well, for me, it was, okay, I don't know.
Honest. Be
Okay.
honest.
Well, sometimes it's a little bit like, oh, like, it's like, darn. But other times I'm like, well, it's only, I mean, it's one subscriber. I mean, it's like if that person doesn't want to watch my content anymore.
Sure. Okay, that's what you tell yourself. But I didn't say, what do you think? I said, what do you feel?
Oh, I feel sad.
You feel sad?
Sometimes. All the time.
Yes. And
I don't know.
I don't think that changes when it becomes 2,349, going from 2,349 to 2,348. It's still like, oh, someone thought I was lame. Every single time. So again, if it's not like day one, 0 subscribers, what you're doing on your YouTube channel, if it doesn't bring you joy, it's not going to bring you joy later on when it's 2,300 or when it's 200,340. I don't the math, but you get the point, I think. Okay. Anything else to add on that one?
Maybe.
Okay.
I think also, like I said, I do feel sad sometimes when I lose a subscriber or two, but like I said earlier, it's for me, it's not about the number of subscribers, it's about me having fun. And I think that that's the main thing that matters. And I've learned that, even though sometimes I do feel a little let down when somebody unsubscribes or something. But I have to remind myself that the reason I'm doing this is for me. It makes me happy to do what I love. And so I talked long enough.
Would it make you happy if there was no one watching it, though? 0 subscribers?
Yes.
Will you still put videos on YouTube?
Yes.
Why?
Because it brings me joy.
Why? What brings you joy about putting videos
Singing,
on YouTube?
playing piano.
You could do that without having a YouTube channel, though.
That's true.
You did that for years without a YouTube channel.
That's true, but it was on your YouTube channel.
Okay, fair enough.
But I would still put it out there because even if there was one person that watched it and felt inspired or happy or moved by something that I did, that would make me feel happy and feel like I really made maybe a little bit of a difference in somebody's life. And that would mean a lot to me. And so...
She really feels that way, really down deep inside. Yeah. I haven't been able to crush that out of her. She really, truly believes that. That's great. Way to go. That's why you're a good person.
Thank you.
All right. There was something else in there. I don't remember. Yeah. Okay, we'll move on.
Okay.
All right. So this whole self-evaluation thing is a joy killer. I think the thing where you know that you have 1,349 subscribers. Yes? Okay. And you know that you have 168,429 views. I just made that number up.
Okay.
You know exactly how many views you have, and then you're comparing yourself to someone else who has 1,549 subscribers. You're like, oh, they're so good. When I get there, I'm finally going to be happy, and then it just never happens.
Never happens. No.
So anytime you're taking your channel and you're comparing yourself to somebody else's channel, or Instagram, or Facebook friends, or type of bike you have, or car you drive, or whatever it is, anytime you're comparing yourself to somebody else, there is joy inside you that is dying. The comparison to someone else is the thief of all that is good and happy in life. Mm-hmm. So, and that's every single time. I'm telling you, every YouTube channel out there knows exactly to the number how many subscribers they have at this moment. Every single one of them. And every single one of them has their sights on someone who's just a little bit higher than them, they think, man, when I get there, then I'm going to be as good as them. And then you get there and you're just never happy at that number. So I guess that's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Here.
And I've said to myself, I look at these channels that are so successful sometimes, like maybe 100,000 subscribers.
Okay, time out. Wait, hang on, time out. So this for the record, sorry. I'll let you get back into it. So she has stated for the record, when she gets to 100,000 subscribers, she is going to consider that, at this moment, she will consider that success. She's got a successful channel. I'm betting that when she gets there, she's going to say, well, it's only 100,000 subscribers.
Then I'm going to want 1 million subscribers.
Well, okay, yes.
Or whatever.
Yes. Or 200,000.
200,000, yeah, that's more
I'm just a little channel. I only have 100,000 subscribers. So anyway, I just want to point that out.
Mm-hmm.
Like, everyone's got that number in their head, like 100,000 subscribers. And then you get there, and then you just want the next set. Sorry, you were saying when you get to 100,000 subscribers.
Oh, I don't remember.
Oh, no.
I don't know. I was
saying
something like, when I get to, I was feeling like I look at some channels, like I said, that are so successful, and I think, gosh, William, maybe one day I'll be there. But then there's like these two voices in my head. One saying, when I be there, it'll make me, feel so good. And then the other one is saying, but that's not why you started the YouTube channel, Kendra.
That's important.
You started it because you love to do music and you want to make people happy. Can I hit my own?
You can hit your own. There you go. Perfect.
Just like before.
All right. So there's one more section in the outline, the downloadable PDF that talks about how...
It's in the description box for me.
It's in the description box
Go follow
down below.
it, yeah.
Unless you're on my website, and then it's already included in your PDF. Yeah. Okay, so then about how your dreams will disappoint you. But I feel like I've been a downer enough already. So we're going to go ahead and move on to the reasons that you should start a YouTube channel, which you have probably a lot more to say on this topic now that we're talking about this. So... some of those, my first point is you will fail. I'm such a bummer. Okay, Kendra, you first tell us why you think are good reasons. Don't cheat. Don't look at my thing.
I'm looking way over here.
All right, so
Actually,
you're
I'm
from your
gonna
own
look at the
head,
camera.
your own experience. Why should you start a YouTube channel?
Well,
what are good reasons?
I feel like I kind of said this earlier. I don't know if it counts. I think I'm repeating myself a little bit, but the reason I started is because I love to sing and I love to play piano. And making music, like I said before, makes me happy. And that's why I started. And I wanted to make maybe other people feel happy too. Because when I first started and I had, my first cover was Wiser by Madeline Bailey. Madeline Bailey, if you're watching this, comment down below. Okay. Anyway, and I got now I think it's 8,000 something views, which I was so amazed that I did that. I was so happy. And then I got to 100 subscribers, and I was super happy. And so I think back to the question or the reason I started was, like I said, because I love to do music. And can I hit it?
Yeah,
again?
go for it. Yeah.
Thank you.
All right. Yeah. So, I agree with all of that.
Okay.
My first point on my outline was the reason you should start a YouTube channel is because you're probably going to fail.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, you've stuck with me for how long? For like 5 or 6 years.
Almost 5 years.
That's ridiculous.
Wait, it was 4. No.
Maybe I've become
4 years
more of a
this
bummer
past
as time
February,
goes
so like 4.5 years.
Okay, wow. All right.
Maybe
so
not quite.
here's the thing.
Wait, or was it 5 years? I'm done now. Go ahead.
Okay. So like right now, we're doing this video thing, and you're getting a chance to like be nervous and to like be broadcasting stuff and to talk and whatnot. So that's like great practice. So like if this video gets lost and YouTube can't find your video or whatever, like you still got the experience of creating this video and all this other stuff that you've done for your channel, where you have worked on some other skills that you've picked up. What are some other things
From doing YouTube?
From doing YouTube?
I guess it's fun for me to interact with the people who comment in the comment section.
Okay.
I like to
So you've learned about like growing a fan base and stuff?
Yes. And it makes me feel happy when someone comments, "You did a great job, Kendra," but if someone else says, "Man, you're just
yes, go ahead.
Not good at all." It's like, okay, well, that's one hater out of however many other people who commented positive things on my channel.
Getting some thicker skin is something you've gotten from the channel because
it's made me more confident too.
Yes. Okay. Fantastic. And you also had to perfect several songs in order to put them on your channel. So it's forced you to practice perhaps more than you would have on your own. And so now you're more self-critical and you're able to critique yourself better. So these are all skills that you're picking up, as well as all the stuff that we're not talking about, with all the computer skills that you've picked up about creating thumbnails and all that stuff.
Oh, yeah.
So there's like a ton of stuff so that if tomorrow your YouTube channel crashed, as almost all YouTube channels do, the vast majority of them are completely inactive now, even though the people, when they started out, were sure they were going to be super famous. You've still got like this whole stack of skills. So I would say first reason to start a YouTube channel, if you want to ignore all the stuff that we talked about for the first half hour, then first thing would be, well, it's probably going to fail. And when it fails, you're still going to have this wonderful set of skills that you've picked up along the way, trying to become something wonderful that ended up not happening, but that you did get all this other stuff. So the other one, the next point that I would say would be as a creative outlet, which is probably the reason that most people cite that it's not true. They really want to become famous and have people tell them how great they are and see all the rising numbers of subscribers and views and see all the positive comments and all that stuff. So it's really about congratulating themselves. But they're all going to say, well, because it's a creative outlet, which is a real thing as long as that's the real thing. So I would say that's probably one of the strongest reasons for Kendra, for you to start, and the reason I encourage you to do it is because that way you kind of have a collection of like, here's Kendra's stuff, and you can like look back at your video log and see, here's where I've come, here's the stuff I was working on before, now what kind of stuff am I doing, and kind of see your progress that way. Do you have any comments on that?
I think you covered all.
Okay.
Oh, I do have. So I don't know. I think it's from a little bit earlier, so it might seem kind of off topic. But another thing that, like you were talking about earlier, things that I got out of starting a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
It's really nice because sometimes people will comment constructive criticism or advice on how to make my videos better.
Yeah.
And that really means a lot to me because then I can go back and try to learn more, practice more, become a better singer-songwriter, piano player, and stuff.
That's why your subscribers like you. Yes, fantastic. For me, don't send me your hate. I don't care. I'm doing my thing. And so whatever your comments are about how I could improve myself, you know, you could just go work on yourself. Thank you.
Well, and the hater comments sometimes do bother me, but it's the constructive criticism ones that are...
Sure. That's great.
Sometimes. Depends on how they're worded, though.
That's why you're a nice girl and I'm an angry old man. Don't send me your constructive compliments or constructive, what are they called? Criticisms? Yeah. Any of it. I don't care. Requests? Fine. Yeah. But
I like requests too.
Yeah. All right. Anyway. But I'm probably not going to get to most of those either. Do you know how many requests there are? We can't do them all. I'm sorry that your favorite song isn't everybody else's favorite song. Okay. Anyway. So accountability, we talked a little bit about that. Putting something out there for the world is kind of the same thing that like piano recitals do, or I guess a million other types of recitals. It just like forces you to like, by this date, you have to get good at a specific thing and be good enough that you're proud enough of it for the rest of the world to see. So accountability is a real thing that a YouTube channel can provide. Cool.
Yeah.
All right.
I agree.
And then making new friends, which is... we'll talk when we talk about internet safety and stuff like that. We'll talk more about my take on internet friends. But your experience is valid that there are some nice people out there, and they can sometimes become nice, decent internet
people.
Buddies,
friends. Can I?
Go ahead.
Okay.
This is your time to shine.
Thank you. So I did my first ever collaboration on my YouTube channel with a girl. Her name's Raina Dowler, and it was a wonderful experience for me. And I think we're going to be collaborating more in the future. But it was really nice because I would have never gotten to know her or connected with her if it weren't for YouTube. And we got to do Skype and emailing, and it was so fun. And she's super sweet and super nice, and I'm so glad that I got to connect with her over YouTube.
Yes, absolutely. Yes. And again, I've got lots of things to say that I know you also angry old men out there who are watching on my channel are like, you need to say those things. Trust me, I got you covered. I'm going to say all those things later, like the fact that everyone on the internet is a super creep and that you shouldn't trust or become friends with any of them. But we'll talk about that later. That's a real thing. Finding friends on the internet is a real thing. And you can do that through YouTube because people will come up to you and say, hey, I'd like to collaborate with you. And they're real people. And then you get to hang out with people who have your similar interests. See, I said a nice thing.
You did.
Check. Okay.
Good job, Jamin.
I've been working on that one. All right, so we talked about skill development, potentially building a small fan base. And so here's the real point of creating a fan base and getting followers. And I don't put it in the negative category, of course, but the truth is you don't need a lot of subscribers in order to have a supportive fan base. Suffice it to say that you have more subscribers on your channel than I have on mine. We have very different types of channels with very different goals. My goal is to send everybody to my website where I make money from them, teaching them piano stuff. And your goal is to have fun and to get more subscribers. Cool.
Yeah, definitely.
And so this is my full-time gig at this point. And I've got a bunch of kids, like half a dozen kids or something like that. And we live modestly but comfortably doing this thing. So you don't have to have a lot of subscribers necessarily. And there's an article you should totally check out if you're thinking about trying to make money in this business called 1,000 True Fans. The link is in the PDF that's attached to this lesson. But it's really good and talks more about how exactly you can take a small number of really true fans of your content and then create something sustainable off of that. Fair enough? Okay, cool. Understanding the world better. This is one of my favorites. Again, as an angry old man, then we like the things you've learned about marketing, how to market yourself. Why? Okay, sorry. How to advertise, how to get more people to view your stuff. How to draw people in. Okay, the things you've learned about what is an effective way to spend money when you're trying to advertise, or how much money there is to be made out there, or why other people who normally you would look at and go, wow, I can't believe they did that. That seems like a really bad decision. But then like once you get into the business, you realize, oh, that was actually a really smart decision of them, even though it makes them look bad because they were actually trying to pick up money over here because they don't get actually money from the other sources. I feel like this isn't making sense.
I don't know. I don't know a whole lot about that stuff. Oh. I know that ways...
Well, that was my whole point, is that you do.
So, I'm sorry.
Yeah, maybe scratch that one.
I think I've disappointed you now. Yeah.
Okay, well you tell me what you picked up then.
Okay. Well, the things that I've learned to maybe help my YouTube channel possibly become, I don't know, get more views and subscribers and stuff, which is always fun, is you've taught me how to do like the thumbnails, and those are really helpful because they're more colorful and they have like the information on them about the video, and I think that draws people's eyes. Does that make sense?
Yes.
To them? Yes. And about like what my titles should look like, how they're formatted, and my description boxes, and how I should put my Instagram in my description boxes, which trying to remember if I did that for this video or not, but I hope I did. Go follow me at Kendra Dante's Music. Okay, Instagram account. Anyway, that's...
Yes. All right. So then, have you learned about other people's... Man, no, I can't say any of this without saying names. Never mind. Read the article. It'll have more information without names. Maybe we'll come back to that one another time. Okay, so the other thing is it's fun to have a YouTube channel for all the reasons we've talked about. Okay, cool. And then the other one is like the more, philosophical reason.
I don't know what that means. Use little kid words with me.
So one reason that you would do it is because your heart tells you that you have to, and because down deep inside it makes you happy to create wonderful art, and that no matter what else you do in life, you're not going to be happy until you let this thing out and let the world share in what it is. I feel like you would say all of that better than I do.
Thank you. But I think that's exactly how I would have put it.
Yeah. So that's a real thing. And that's why I ended up being a teacher, is because like no matter what I did in life, like I just ended up turning every job I had into a teaching job. And then finally one day I went, you know what, I think I like teaching. I think that's my thing. So I just like finally embraced it and went, all right, fine, I'm a teacher. So if you are a content creator, if you're an artist, and that's what you have to do, because every job that you go to, you end up turning it into a piece of art, not just because you're lazy and you don't want to do the real job, but because that's really, truly where your heart is, then maybe you're an artist, and maybe that's the thing you should do, and you should check out the much longer version of that screed in the article that we have in the PDF.
Which is in the description box in my video.
Yeah.
Oh, and I want to say, like, for me, I do music. I've said this so many times in this video, but because it makes me feel happy. And I've tried to do sports. That did not go well. I tried to be an artist, like painting and drawing. Didn't go well either. Music is the one thing that I felt like I could maybe accomplish better than the other things in my life.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
I think that's a huge thing for most people, is they end up really enjoying the thing that as they were starting to do it, they got a lot of compliments from people that they respected. Did that sentence make any sense?
I think so.
So if you you try out dancing and then people are like, wow, you're a really great dancer. You're
Then
like,
it makes
wow,
you wanna
thanks,
keep-
Dad. Then yeah, you want to keep doing that, and you
Yeah.
like that becomes a part of your identity. The things that people compliment you for when
Right.
you start out doing them. So. Yeah, and that perhaps that's because you're talented at that thing and you should do that for the rest of your life. Perhaps it's because people were mocking you and you didn't realize it, and now you're setting off on this life journey that was just all from people mocking you. Or maybe it's because you've got like really super supportive parents and they were going to tell you that you're great at it no matter what you did. But yeah, it seems to play a huge role in a lot of people's life decisions is what was it that I got positive feedback for.
Right.
Okay, so here's my suggestion. Told you a lot about why you shouldn't start a channel. Told you some reasons that you should. Kendra had more to say about that than I did. I think it's a terrible idea for most people, and it's going to steal your joy and make you less happy in life. Kendra thinks it's a great way to share your spirit with the world.
Dreams and goals. Yes, that too.
All right. So my suggestion then is just run a test. Just don't start a channel. Just go try to make a video that you'd be proud of. Put it up on a blank YouTube channel. If it's really the best thing in the world, then you're probably going to get a lot of subscribers and probably get a lot of views. That kind of goes against my point that I said earlier about Joey Alexander. So if it's really super duper content and you're going to have a successful channel because it's the kind of thing that's going to make you famous, then you'll get famous from that. But instead, what's going to happen is you're going to post your video of your best content, doing your very best to really impress the world, and you're going to beg them for subscribers and click down below and check out my other links, and here's my other videos. And you're going to do all of the right stuff, and no one is going to watch your video. You are going to be the only person when you check back 3 times a day. You're going to be those 3 views each day, and YouTube is going to ding you for trying to up your view count because you keep going back to the same video, and you're the only person there. You're going to have one comment from your mom. She's going to say, great job, honey. I think you're fantastic. And then you're going to have one comment from some other internet troll who's going to curse at you and tell you that you should go kill yourself. And those are going to be your 2 comments. All of the views are going to be from you and those 2 people. And then
It'll make you feel really sad.
Reconsider then. Do
Starting
I
a
actually
YouTube
want
channel.
to do this? Is this what is going to bring me joy in life? Having this kind of a life where I keep evaluating myself and keep being told by the universe that I suck.
And can I say something really quick? Is that okay?
Yeah, no. Bring the mood up. That was kind of dark.
Okay. Well, for me, like you said, it's a lot of people, including myself, check their YouTube channels a lot because they want more subscribers, more views, and then you realize that you're the only person viewing your video.
Right.
And that has happened to me many times. But what you have really helped me with, Jamin, is that when I go and I was doing that a lot, especially when I had, like I said earlier, about 1,200 subscribers, and it just kept going up and down. You said, maybe leave it alone for a few days.
Yeah.
See what happens. And when I did that, I had like 10 more subscribers, and I was like, whoa!
Yeah.
How did that happen? Maybe it had been more than a few days. Maybe
Yeah.
it'd been like a week.
Yes.
But it was really great.
Yes. Yes. My son just got to 48 inches, which means he's tall enough to do a lot of
my
stuff
gosh.
in at Six Flags and go-kart racing. And he's been monitoring his height for forever, hoping that, am I there yet? Am I there? No, dude, you're still 44 inches. It was yesterday that we checked last. And we hadn't checked him in forever, and he got an invitation from a friend to go to a birthday party, and you had to be 48 inches. And he's like, well, I can't go. I'm not 48 inches. I know, I used to check all the time. We measured him. He was 48 inches. I was like, yay! But that's the whole, like, watched pot never boils is something that
Yes.
Grandma would say.
I have
which
heard of-
means, so yeah, if you're not looking at your analytics, you're not looking at your numbers, then your channel's going to grow much more noticeably when you check it. But we'll talk more about that stuff later. So my suggestion is run a test. Just put your best content out there just for one video. Don't assume that you're actually starting a channel. Don't put in a lot of effort. Don't go buy equipment. You don't need equipment. The reason that your channel wasn't successful wasn't because you had the wrong camera. It was because you had the wrong content. Nobody cares about your stuff. So
That's really...
yeah, I know.
sad.
It just keeps coming out that way.
It
I
does.
don't to start
Can I
the
say one
sentence
more
that
thing?
way. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so another thing, like I was saying earlier, that my subscribers went up when I didn't look, but that is not a guarantee because I did that another time, not that long ago. hoping that my subscribers would go up.
Right.
And I looked at it. I waited like 4 or 5 days, and I looked back, and I had this same number.
Yeah.
I think I even lost one.
Yes.
That was
I'm sorry.
really sad.
That is sad. And my smile has nothing to do with how I feel inside. But yeah, no, I think every YouTuber out there can relate to that. So anyway, so that was our stuff on deciding whether or not you should start a channel. And then, yes, we are going to get into all of the stuff about what cameras to use, how to do the audio, how to frame your shots so it doesn't look like it's a creepy kidnapping video like this one. And so we got.
I thought this looked pretty good.
Oh, thanks.
Look at.
All right.
I mean, yeah, I couldn't do this at my house. I don't think there's enough room to have.
You don't own a sheet?
What? I do, but I don't have like this thing up there that no one can see on the camera that hangs it.
So, we're going to be doing more videos that have to do more practically with exactly how to start the YouTube channel, how to get more subscribers and views, because I got all of this negativity out of my system. Here's all the stuff that I wanted to say about why you shouldn't start, and then we'll actually talk about how to actually do the starting. Her channel is Kendra Dantes. You want to spell that for them?
Kendra space Dantes.
Wait, no, there's no space in your YouTube channel.
Yes, there is.
There is?
Yes.
No, I'm sure there's not.
I'm sure there.
It's Kendra Dantes, all one word. Yeah, please do.
No, it's Kendra Dantes, 2 words.
Okay.
I thought.
If you search for it, but on the when you type it in, they're gonna.
Oh,
type
it'd be
youtube.com.
youtube.com/Kendra Dantes.
Thank you, all one word. Yes,
but
and then
wait,
mine is Learn Piano Live.
I have to see this though.
Or I don't know. If you just
I'm looking
Wikipedia cranky old man, you might find a link to my site right there.
See, 2 words.
Yes, no, your name is 2 words. I agree. You have a first name and a last name.
Well, no.
Your YouTube channel, though, sweetie, is one name.
I knew that.
So wish her luck in the future dealing with a teacher like this.
And I'm going to high school. Really, please wish me good luck. I don't know that I will do well.
Till next time.
Bye.
Good luck. Have fun. To like come down and show like all the keys, yeah.
Oh, they should be itching my arm. That was really.